Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin the second men's semi-finals match of GET Group 2013 ITTF World Tour Main Series Russia.
GSC Group ITTF World Tour Russian Open 2013 men's singles semi-finals match number 2. Who will meet Chan Katsuhiro from Japan in the finals? Will it be the youngster Cheng Jingqi from China, or is it Russian star Alexander Shibaev? Both players will now set up. Russian coach Alexander Petkovic. We're looking at the lower bracket here of the Russian Open. Alexander Shibaev yesterday beat Japanese defensive superstar Masato Shiono with 4 games to 2 and a 4-1 victory over Japanese player Kasahara Hiromitsu, and a 4-1 in the first round against Ilya Jitkov from Russia. Cheng had a different route through the tournament, beat Thomas Kainat yesterday with 4 games to 1 and a 4-2 over Alexei Liventsov, and a 4-0 in the first round against Mikhail Paikov. Beat 2 big names in table tennis, Liventsov and Paikov, whom we'll see later in the men's doubles finals, but still both eliminated by Cheng Jingqi. Ball is in play for warm-up time. Let's have a look at these players here. Starting, Alexander Shibaev in the black shirt. He's 23 years old, world rank 58 at the moment, rounded 32 at the Olympics in 2012. World Tour quarter-finalist in the Czech Open and Croatian Open 2013, semi-finalist in the Japan Open 2012. And his opponent in the red shirt on the far side of the screen, the 19-year-old Cheng Jingqi. He's not ranked in the world ranking yet. Has only played 1 World Tour tournament so far. That was the German Open 2009, where he managed to negotiate into the second round, but this is his biggest success, no doubt, already here for the left-handed player in the semi-finals of the Russian Open. But he has to beat Shibaev to be in the finals. So here we go, semi-finals, best of 7 game. Looking for a finalist of the Russian Open. Alexander Shibaev will serve in the first game. We'll see more and more about this forehand topspin. Alexander Shibaev, and I've said this yesterday, one of the fastest forehand topspins in the world. That is why he was able to beat Masato Shiono, was the relentless attacks on the forehand side. And he's off to a good start, the young Russian. Good serve. Cheng completely misjudged the spin on the serve. Lifted what he thought was backspin. Went way too high. Scoring again on the serve, Shibaev 7-3. That was a statement from Cheng. The open side on the forehand of Shibaev.
Left. 8-5. Right, 1, 5, 9.
Shibaev needs to look into things here. Cannot afford to let this huge lead go. He was so powerful, so much pressure in the beginning of the match here, of the first game. Needs to find a way back to that. Go high risk. And that is exactly what he's doing, right on the serve. Determined approach with the backhand serve receive, something we see more and more in professional table tennis. To receive with the backhand from the forehand corner. Game point, Shibaev. And the first one is used. 11-6 the score in the first game. Alexander Shibaev leads 1-0. Second game commencing, 1-0 the score for Alexander Shibaev in the second men's singles semi-finals of the Russian Open. And a spectacular rally to start us off into the second game. Applause from Alexander Petkovic. Every point Shibaev scores is applauded by the spectators in Yekaterinburg. Of course, the fan favorite. The one European player remaining in the Russian Open. As far as the women's concerned, all Chinese affair will have a Japanese player waiting in the finals here. Maybe for Alexander Shibaev. Doing a fine job in the second game as well. Big point, staying in the lead, 3 points. Reason for that is So the opponent cannot equalize on his own serve. Has to score at least 1 point off the serve of Shibaev. He builds on his lead. Great serve. That was a good receive, to be honest. Played directly into the body of Alexander Shibaev. Coming up here, but was just enough so he could play the forehand on it. Shibaev going for a timeout. Smart move on his part at this stage in the game. He's still in the lead, 2 points, but he was about to lose it. Cheng Jingqi was scoring. So Shibaev needs some time to stop the momentum of his opponent, to refocus here. Has played very aggressively, very high risk, and that if you play high risk, the downside, of course, obviously, is you're going to score a few mistakes, but if you decide to play this approach to the game, you have to factor in that you will inevitably miss a few shots. For example, the last flick on the forehand.
Заранее влево не забегай. В умеле хорошо поляну. Давай.
Five, eight, Cheng service.
Timeout did not work out. The first point after the timeout, always indication of right timing. Things are getting a little tense here in the second game. Lucky for Alexander Shibaev. Building the lead to 3 points. Once again, point-bringing shot, the forehand topspin that he's so well known for. And game points to Shibaev. takes it at the first time of asking. 11-6, 2-0 for Alexander Shibaev. Third game commencing. Alexander Shibaev of Russia to serve. Two to two. Here a murmur among the spectators in Ekaterinburg. Was at least one opportunity for Shibaev to score at 2-0. Question is, obviously, can he keep this up here, this high-risk, high-pressure game? He has to count on the fact that Cheng Jingqi, with his 19 years, has not enough experience internationally to find a solution all on his own. He needs to rely on his coach, and that is mainly during coaching breaks. So Shibaev has that fact working in favor for him. Big point for Shibaev, re-establishing the lead.
Right.
That may have been a bit too impatient from Shibaev. I mean, the possibility was there, but not to score a point, but rather to set up a rally. Not the right angle on his racket. First lead now for Cheng Jingqi. And the left-handed player from China uses the second opportunity to score as well. Setting this up with a powerful topspin into the backhand, opening the forehand side. Crucial stage of the third game. Will it be 3-0 for Alexander Shibaev? Or can Cheng Jingqi come back into this match? Timeout now called. The Chinese coach, as I've said, during the rallies, during the games, the young Cheng is all on his own. Doesn't have a lot of experience to work with, but he can use these breaks here to get assurance from his coach, get instructions from his coach really on how to play the next few points. Coach deemed it very important he wins this game, obviously not wanting to trail with 3-0. Timeout has ended. Still 8-8 in this third game. And the point to Cheng. Backhand serve from Shibaev coming up, just to break the rhythm. Point is, once Cheng plays into the deep backhand side of Shibaev, there is very little chance for the Russian player to come back. 10-8, first game points to the Chinese player. rally. Shibaev with his back to the wall. Had to change sides. 1 game point still remaining. And with this spinny topspin, he takes the game 11-9. 1 game to 2 from the perspective of Cheng Jingqi.
Game. Cheng service. Level.
Spectacular first point to Cheng. Will this game see a turnaround in the 4th game, which has just started? Still 2 games to 1 for Alexander Shibaev. Wow. That was all in topspin, if you will. Once again to the backhand of Shibaev. Cheng is now determined that to be the weak point of the Russian. All the more important for him that he scores on the backhand. I do have a feeling that this game is about to change. It was risky of Alexander Shibaev to play this aggressively in the beginning of the match. He will have to fight back. Needs to use the front topspin as much as he can. Cheng has otherwise adjusted quite nicely. Point to Shibaev. Four points in a row, and the fighting spirit is back. Supported obviously by the spectators in Ekaterinburg. Alexander Shibaev back on track to victory, maybe. Well, not yet. Rule of thumb, the point is scored by the player that plays the first topspin. That is usually the case, and with a good serve like that, it is more often than not Cheng Jingqi. And then again, 8-6. And he's fighting again. 8-8. This is a tense situation in this match. Could predetermine the outcome of the entire semifinals match, these next few points. Do we see a shifting of fortunes? Do we see the 2-2 from Cheng, or is it 3-1 for Shibaev? Has to take at least 1 point off of his opponent's serve to do so. So far, so good for the Chinese player. fantastic backhand topspin. I was just about to comment on the fact that Alexander Shibaev has next to no options when played into the deep backhand. Cheng was using this fact to set up this point, but then there was this tremendous backhand topspin to bring Shibaev back into the race, 9-9.
To play a half-long serve once again. He had to count on the fact that this would work out or go horribly wrong. There's pretty much all the options you have with this serve. Game point, Shibaev. Fighting spirit and the ability to go high risk at tense situations has earned him this third game under his belt. It is 3-1 for Alexander Shibaev.
关键球把握，自己心态要突破，要大开大气，该突一点这种球。
哇，对。
Welcome back to Ekaterinburg to the Russian Open 2013 semi-finals match. Number 2, Alexander Shibaev of Russia, is up 3-1. Is he on his way to the finals? Him or his opponent, Zhang from China, will have to face Chan Katsuhiro from Japan in the finals. Fantastic top spins. On this diagonal, easier to play for the left-handed player. Always feels more natural to play the topspin on the diagonal. More difficult for Shibaev as he has to step around in his backhand side. Very uncommon for a Chinese player to make a mistake on the forehand topspin. There was not much pressure in the block shot. This is really as fast as it can get. What a start for Cheng in this fifth game.
for the spectators as well. Half-long serve. Key to success for both players in the course of this match. Shibaev scoring mainly on his own serve. He has had to fight in this match already. He will have to fight again to take at least a point off of the serve of his opponent. Direction is clear for Cheng. He's doing a fine job in a tactical sense. Open up with a serve in the forehand and then relentless attacks into the backhand side of Shibaev.
7-4.
Again and again. And this is really something that Shibaev has to work on in the future, is to be more versatile in the backhand corner. Very little going on there except block shots and the occasional topspin. He's doing fine on his own serve, but he will have to take a point off of the serve of his opponent. Otherwise, this just would not work out. 6-8. Net brought Cheng back into position for the next topspin. Is he on track to winning this game? Pressure still on Shibaev, needs to bring his serves through. He's done a fine job of that in the course of this game, but at this tense point here, can he do it again? He cannot gain point. Cheng Jingqi. Game point used. Score is now 3-2. Still a lead for Alexander Shibaev. Back in the action in Ekaterinburg, 2 to 3 games from the perspective of the serving. Cheng Jingqi from China, 19-year-old youngster. His second World Tour tournament overall. He's already in the semi-finals. Can he force this match into a deciding 7th game and maybe be in the finals later today? He's doing a great job on his own serve, I have to say. Short to half-long serve into the forehand of Shibaev and then follow up with a strong topspin. That is textbook play, and it still amazes me that this works against Alexander Shibaev after 5 played games. Usually he should have adjusted by now. Oh, but he cannot afford to miss that one. 3-1, quick early lead for the Chinese player. Took 2 points off of the serve of Cheng. Alexander Shibaev, now he's got to bring his own serve game through. No timeouts remaining, mind you. So the young player from China is all on his own in this game, which could be his last. That was a great serve of Shibaev, and I wonder why he didn't follow up into the backhand. Forced the issue to play deep into the forehand. And if we know one thing from Cheng is that all of these topspins gone back to the table. There's just no punching through him on the forehand side. Half-long serve into the forehand. Key to success on both ends of the table. spectators in Ekaterinburg lifting Alexander Shibaev after this spectacular point. Finally playing deep into the backhand side. Positive body language too on Alexander Shibaev. But he's not leading. And he's been going so much high-risk shots in the first, let's say, the first quarter of this match, the first 2 games especially. And where has that all gone? He's been more and more passive. That topspin here missing the follow-through, missing the last bit of power. Out. Has been 4 points for Shibaev scored on the backhand side of Cheng Jingqi. And that might have been the crucial mistake from Cheng. Two-point lead with his own serve to work with. Only 2 more points to go for Alexander Shibaev. This is not a dominant performance by Shibaev, even if he wins this. Still a lot of ups and downs, still a lot of stuff to work on in his own game. But he has the opportunity to become a finalist, at least, of the Russian Open. He has to take the next point off of Cheng's serve, though. There's just no way around it. China starts missing a few shots, and that has to be the indication for Alexander Shibaev that he has to be able to win this now with his own serve. Match points, Alexander Shibaev. Incredible. Standing ovations from the spectators in Ekaterinburg. Alexander Shibaev beats Cheng Jingqi from China with 4-2 and will meet Chan Katsuhiro from Japan in the men's singles finals of the Russian Open 2013. Congratulations to the 19-year-old Cheng, played a great tournament, has beaten 2 major Russian players, Liventsov and Paikov, during the tournament, but he could not overcome Alexander Shibaev in the semi-finals. See the confirmation on screen. 11-6, 11-6, 9-11, 11-9, 8-11, and 11-8 makes 4 games to 2 for Alexander Shibaev from Russia. We have a bit of a break coming up in Ekaterinburg, ladies and gentlemen. Join us in roughly 25 minutes. We'll pick up the action with all the finals matches of the Russian Open 2013.